this is numbers 1 through 13, I believe. This is rational equations and square roots and cube roots. All right, so number 1, 1 over y plus 4 minus 8 over y minus 4 equal to 13 over y squared minus 16. First thing I notice is this minus sign. Minus signs causes problems. So what I'm going to do is change this to a plus and move that minus sign up to the numerator. I need to calculate, well, before I even do that, this is in factored form. That can't be factored any further. That can't be factored. But y squared minus 16 is the difference of squares. That factors into y plus 4 times y minus 4. All right, I need to calculate the lowest common multiple. The lowest common multiple is the product of all the different denominators. If I have something used more than once, it's the most times it's used. So I take each denominator and I find out what I need. Well, I need a y plus 4 term. I need a y minus 4 term. All right, so what I see is that this denominator, I need a y plus 4, but I've already got it. I need a y minus 4, I've already got it. So this is my lowest common denominator. What I'm going to do is take this lowest common denominator, or multiple, and multiply it times each one of these terms. So I'd have y plus 4 times y minus 4 times 1 over y plus 4, I'll put this in parentheses, plus a y plus 4 times a y minus 4, and that would be times a negative 8 all over y minus 4, equal to, once again, y plus 4 times y minus 4 times 13 over, you guessed it, y plus 4 over times y plus 4 times y minus 4. You can see these two guys are going to cancel out. This is going to leave me 13 all by itself. That's pretty neat. And what happens here is, you're going to lose the y plus 4s here. You're going to lose the y minus 4s there. The denominators all go away. Now it's a matter of multiplying what's left. So a y minus 4 times a positive 1. Well, that's going to give me a y minus 4. Let's see. I could use this plus sign, but I don't want to get too greedy here. I want to take y plus 4 and multiply it by a minus 8. So minus 8 times a y is a minus 8y. A minus 8 times a positive 4 is a minus 32 equal to 13. Now I just combine some like terms here. I've got a y and a negative 8y. That's minus 7y minus 4. And minus 32 is a minus 36 equal to 13. I'm going to add 13 on both sides. Minus 7y is equal to, let's say, 13 plus 36, or minus 7y equal to 49. And if I divide both sides by a negative 7 here, the negative 7s cancel out, and dividing both sides by a negative, y works out to be a negative 7. All right, what you could do, I checked the denominators. Minus 7 here is not going to cause this denominator to be 0, because a negative 7 and 4 is negative 3, negative 7, negative 4 is negative 11. If I square negative 7, I get 49 plus 16. That's not going to be 0. So this doesn't cause any problems. And I'm looking real good. All right, so number 2. I got 1/2 plus 1/5 equal to 1 over t. I got to calculate the lowest common multiple. I need all the factors in my denominators the most times they're ever used. So I need a factor of 2, I need a factor of 5, and I need a factor of t. So it looks like my lowest common multiple is, if I can write this properly, 2 times 5 is 10, times t is 10t. So I'm going to take that lowest common multiple, 10t, and I'm going to multiply it times each part of my equation. So it's 10t times the first fraction times 10t times the second fraction equal to 10t times the last fraction. All right, so you get cancellation. 2 into itself once, 2 goes into 10 5 times. 5 times t times 1, that's 5t. 5 into itself once, 5 into 10 twice. 2 times t times 1 is a positive 2t. T's cancel out. 10 times 1, well, that's 10. So if I combine these two, I get 7t equal to 10, dividing both sides by 7. Yeah, I got a fraction, but hey, fractions have a right to live. So I end up with 10/7. Now checking this would be more difficult than actually doing the problem, but you could check it out. Number 3. I've got x plus 2 over 4 minus x minus 3 over 2. That's equal to 3. All right, once you have this minus sign, that gives me problems. So I'm going to change this to a plus, move the minus sign to the numerator, but there, well, I want to do this. I want to put this in parentheses. This minus sign, because this is a binomial, this minus sign is going to affect both the terms here. So if I rewrite this before I go any further, plus the minus sign changes both the signs of the parentheses, making this a negative x plus 3. The reason I'm doing that is minus signs can cause bad things to happen. Now what about 4? 4 is, in fact, its form is 2 times 2. So my lowest common multiple is, I need a factor of 2, I need another factor of 2. This one says I need a factor of 2. Well, guess what? I've already got 2 of them. So this is, I've already got, if I need 1, I've already got 2. If I have 2, I guess I have 1. So my lowest common multiple is 2 times 2 of 4. So I'm going to take 4, I'm going to multiply it times each fraction in my equation, plus 4 times, now I had to change these, this becomes a negative x plus 3 over 2 equal to my lowest common multiple times the 3. 4's cancel out, leaving me x plus 2. 2 into itself once, 2 goes here 2 times, now it's going to be 2 times both of these terms here. 2 times a negative x, negative 2x, 2 times a positive 3, positive 6, equal to 12. All right, combining like terms, negative x, a positive x and a negative 2x is a negative x. 2 plus 6, well, that's 8, equal to 12. I'm going to subtract 8 on both sides. Negative x equals 12. Subtract the 8, that would be 4. We're not interested in what negative x is equal to. We're interested in what positive x is equal to. If negative x equals 4, it makes sense that x is equal to a negative 4. What I'm doing is I'm multiplying this by negative 1 and multiplying the other side. Wherever I do the one, I got to do the other. If negative x is positive 4, positive x is negative 4. Now notice in the denominator here, you haven't got any variables, so this isn't going to cause a problem. If we were studying this in class, sometimes you get an answer, and that answer doesn't check out, meaning that putting this answer, replacing it in the denominator, if there were variables here, would cause the denominator to become 0. And you'd have a bad answer. You'd have what's called an extraneous solution, an answer that appeared to be right, but in actuality is dead wrong. So that's the story. All right, number 4. What do we got here? 1 over 8 and plus 8 over x equal to 1 over 6 plus 6 over x. All right, I need to express these two terms as a product of their prime factors. 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. Can't do anything with x. 6 is 2 times 3. So I need my lowest common multiple. All right, so I need 3 factors of 2. All right, 2 times 2 times 2. I need an x term. I need 6, which is 2 times 3. So I need a 2, but I've already got plenty of 2's. I need a 3. Well, I'll use the 3. And then I need a term of x, but guess what? I've already got an x here. So my lowest common multiple is the product here. 2 times 2 times 2 is 4. I'm sorry, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Times 3 is 24. Times x is 24x. There's my lowest common multiple. So I take that lowest common multiple and I multiply it times each term in my equation. 24x times 8 over x equal to 24x times 1/6 plus 24x times 6 over x. Now, you're going to get cancellation all the way down the line. 8 into itself once, 3 times. 3 times x times 1. 3 times x times 1, that's 3x. The x's cancel out here. And then you get 24 times 8. And that's going to be 192. Equal to 6 into itself. 1, 6 goes into 24 4 times. 4 times x times 1. Well, that's 4x. The x's cancel out, giving me 6 times 24. 6 12s, that's 144. That looks good. Alright, so I want to bring this guy to the left and bring him to the right. I'm going to have, let's see, 3x minus 4x equal to 144 minus a buck 92. This is a negative x equal to a negative, let's see, 6 would be 150. And let's see, 6 is 150 and 42 more, that's 48 negative. That makes sense, yeah. Alright, so if a negative x is a negative 48, it makes sense that a positive x, so you're not concerned with, you don't want to know what negative x is, you always want to know what positive x is. If negative x is negative 48, then positive x is a positive 48. And once again, you could check this in. I mean, all of these you could check it out, but the problem with doing that, if what the answer is letter D, you're doing 4 problems to get 1 answer, so that's the story with number 4.